We don't settle in the suffering like we did in our past. We know that it's not serving us, so we know how to take a challenge as an opportunity to learn and as an opportunity to grow and to make things better in our life and to be more inspired by life.
And it does, it gets, I don't like to use the word easy because life is not easy, but it comes to us much more naturally. The more you do the work, the more natural, it comes to you. And I love when you say, if you exchange that expectation for appreciation. I mean, I used to have huge expectations how I thought everyone should behave and what they should be doing. And, I was like, Lord High Almighty. I mean, who, really at the end of the day, is who did I think I was? And when you change that particularly with my mother, that was, because that's my story. But I then learned to appreciate, I still have a mother. Wow, I still have a mother. And I thought, where did that feeling come from? Wow. Because I used to really expect her to be the sort of mother that I demanded her to be. And she just was not able to be that woman, because that was not her. So freedom is, I don't think there's it is the most freeing experience to have that in your heart, where you are not pulled down, you are not tied, you are not triggered, that it's the most beautiful feeling. I believe that sense of just being free of all that baggage that you know how to deal with. We've all got stuff, but it's knowing how to deal with it, isn't it? It's knowing, what can I do with this? How can I face this? How can I change this? Do I buy into this?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I love that. I love that word, freedom. Thank you for bringing that up. So I just want to briefly tap into here, because I know our listeners always like tips. They like things that they can do, straight away sort of thing. So have we got some, I know you can help us out here, Eric, some simple ways that people can really start creating a new experience in their life, sort of is there something they can start putting into place right now?
Oh yeah, there are a lot of things, but maybe I will talk about a little book that really changed my life, maybe around 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And this book, it's will give you a lot of freedom. It's called The Four Agreements, and it was written by Don Miguel Ruiz, which is a shaman, and he just used in that book
Could you just spell his name for us there, please?
Yeah, Don Miguel Ruiz, so it's D-O-N, Miguel, M-I-J-U-E-L, and Ruiz, sorry for my French accent, R-U-I-Z.
Beautiful.
So it's called the Four Agreements, and it's called a practical guide to personal freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about the agreements, and he takes like 4 agreements, and he said, basically, he explained to you very well those agreements, and he said, if you practice that, you'll get freedom. And the beauty of that is, I did that. I did practice those agreements, and this has a huge impact on my life. So very quickly, I will talk to you about those 4 agreements, because sometimes, Louise, we don't have to reinvent the wheel.
No, definitely not.
Because there are so much wisdom and so much freedom that we can take from this little book.
So
you can read it. Yeah. And so the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. So that's what we were talking about. It's the power of words. It's say what you mean, speak with integrity. Don't gossip with people, and use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love.
And is this to yourself as well as to others? This is the internal dialogue as well as how you speak to others, yeah?
Absolutely, both. Yeah. Exactly.
Beautiful.
So that's the first agreement. So if you start, just being impeccable with your words, just people can try tomorrow. Today, I'm going to be impeccable with my word. Whatever I say, I do it. Whatever I do, I say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then the second agreement is don't take anything personally.
Yeah,
and
brilliant.
That one for me was a huge relief, because nothing others do is because of you. Whatever others say, do, it's a projection of their own reality. So it has nothing to do with you. So just to give you a quick example, if I feel good, I'm going to tell you, Louise, you're amazing. If I feel upset with myself, I'm going to find a way to be upset with you.
Yeah, totally.
So you can see that it's all about me, nothing to do with you, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the third agreement is don't make assumptions. I love that one too, because that's all we do all the time. Someone says something, we make it mean something, and we start to make assumptions. She doesn't like me. She wants me to do that. She wants me la la la. And then we go into the story mode. And instead of asking question and clarification and having the courage to say, you know, when you tell me that, what do you really mean? It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And most of the time in relationship, and you will agree with me, it's miscommunication and misunderstanding. Maybe 90% of communication is misunderstanding, right?
Totally. That is that in a nutshell. I mean, that is the thing about all the breakdown in relationships, isn't it? I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, so the fourth agreement is always do your best.
Mm-hmm.
So all you have to do is to show up with the intention of doing your best, is the intention of practicing those agreements, and knowing that right now, so I'm doing a talk with you, we're doing a show, and this is our best today. And our best today will be different from our best in 3 weeks and in 6 months and in 2 years, because we evolve, because we grow. So if I start to see my life, I'm always doing my best, I don't have to judge myself. I don't have to be harsh on myself. I don't have to judge other people. So I can release a lot of anger, I can release a lot of resentment with people, and I can just, live my life. So those 4 agreements for me made a huge difference, and I'm always asking to all of my clients to read this book before they start the coaching with me, because it tells us so much wisdom and so much freedom if you practice that. So you see, it's 4 agreements that's very simple. Beautiful. But of course, when you practice that, it's not overnight. You have to practice it over and over and over and over again. And the beauty of that is, if I don't take things personally, from time to time I will take things personally, but all I have to do is, I took things personally in that situation. I got triggered. Okay, I don't have to beat myself up with that. I just have to recommit myself to not take things personally the next time.
So it's all a learning curve, yeah. I think with that as well, Eric, would you say it's work? There's no way you can change yourself without work. It takes work to do this. It now takes work to look at the 4 agreements, to look at the book, it's work, isn't it? It is work.
It's a lifetime practice. There is, you never stop, actually, because the minute you stop working on yourself, the minute you stop trying to improve yourself or to grow, you immediately go to the old habits.
Yeah, exactly.
And I do that sometimes myself. Sometimes I say yes.
Oh, have we lost you there, Eric? Are you there? Okay, listeners, I'm just going to get Eric back. Let's see if we can get him back. Are you with us, Eric?
I'm here.
Perfect. We just lost you for a second there, but we didn't lose anything important. Good. You're back with us. So yeah, it is a lifelong journey that we need to continue with these things. But don't you feel I'm just going to end on this, Eric, before I share where people can find you. Don't you feel that the more that we do this, the more we want to do this, so that it's not a battle, it's not a hardship?
No, absolutely. It's like, when you discover that something that makes your life better, you want more of that.
Yes.
So so there is no turning back. You can't go back. You just have to keep going, and that's what you do. And this is the beauty of life. It's learning, practicing, and we also we forgot to be playful. We have to be playful with life. Because life is beautiful, and if we decide that it's going to be playful and we're going to learn things, and we still have to be joyful and to enjoy the process, then it becomes easier, and it becomes, as you said earlier, it becomes more natural to be in that state of mind. You know what I mean?
does. And Eric, that's so true. More playful. We need more laughter. We need more fun.
Yes.
People
Yes.
forget that life is supposed to be fun. And that's when, if you look at children or you go back and you think about your own childhood, you had fun then. You laughed more then. Well, not all of us, but some of us. If you look at children, they live far more in the moment, don't they? And they do
Absolutely.
know how to have fun. And I think as adults, we really need to be more playful.
Absolutely.
Bring more laughter. Be more light-hearted. Life is. We don't have to be serious all the time, and it does make the experience so much more enjoyable. I mean, I'm a complete technophobe, and I do struggle with trying to make technology fun. But as I'm putting my whole business online, I'm going to bring fun into technology when it doesn't work for me. But that has been amazing, and I'm now just going to tell our listeners exactly where they can find you, because you can come and learn a lot more about Eric on Facebook. He's got is it a page or a group, Eric? Your Healing Relationships?
It's a page.
It's a page, wonderful. So you can go and join Eric's Facebook page, and that's Healing Relationships Now. He has a LinkedIn page as well, and that's under his name, Eric Bensoussan. So you can go and find him there. And Instagram as well. He's got an Instagram account with Healing Relationships Now. And the core place, I think, to find Eric is his website. And that's Eric, ERIC, Bensoussan, BENSOUSSAN.ca. So you'll find a wealth of information there. And also Eric and I, we're going to be doing something. We haven't got anything definitive yet, but because we do resonate so much with our work and, together as people, we really we really want to do a workshop together. And I think it's always fun, and it's always, really good to not just do it by yourself, to always get another perspective, and it's interesting. So Eric and I are going to be doing a workshop together at some point in the future. I've got to move back to the UK, and I've got stuff going on at the moment, and Eric's very, very busy with his work. But we will be doing it hopefully later on this year, Eric. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to keep connected together, and we're going to be sharing this with you as well in our different social media platforms and on our websites. And I think it's it really has to be about the self and the power and how we change ourselves, Eric. So it's all going to be about how to change you and to really connect with who you are, really make that connection, because then your whole life change it. It's like a flower, you begin to blossom by making those inner core changes. So we haven't fixed, and nothing's rigid. So that is what we're going to be doing. But I wanted to really put it out there that a workshop is on the cards.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, no, it's got to be fun.
Fun.
It's got to be fun. I mean, I'm more, as I go on my journey, I'm bringing more and more fun and laughter into my life, and I'm not taking things so seriously. It's so do join us on that, because it will be fun. But there'll also be a lot of information there on how you can really make those changes that are not difficult, because I believe simple is always best. And if you can get that understanding and that simplicity in life, because life is complicated, so let's keep stuff simple. So it will be simple stuff that you'll be able to take on board as well. So that's very exciting. So I'm just going to leave you with a quote, which is by the author Don Miguel Ruiz. How do you say his last name? Ruiz? Because you said it beautifully.
Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Don Miguel Ruiz.
Yeah, with your beautiful French accent you have there. So one of Eric's favourite quotes is, "Open your heart and you have all the love you need." I mean, that's just beautiful, isn't it? That's just such a beautiful quote. So, thank you so much, Eric, for being on the show today. You've been absolutely incredible. You're an amazing, amazing man, and I think